Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to replace the air conditioning filter on your Mercedes EQS, maybe your EQE as well. First thing you've got to do is find out how to open the hood. Let me show you. On the driver's side, you want to go under here. Now look under there. You're going to see this little panel right here, and it has two clips. One clip right here, one clip right here. You grab those with your fingers. You might need two hands to do this. There we go. That's open. Now you're gonna have this little red lever right here. You wanna pull it all the way down, and that releases your hood latch. Let's go back up to the front. Now in most cars, you're gonna have like a safety or something you gotta pull or push to the side in order to open the hood. On these, there is none because Mercedes doesn't want you to open this in the first place. There's underneath the hood, right there. That's what it looks like in all its glory up here in the front. You've got some coolant reservoirs right there and right there. So while you're in here, check those levels. You've got a terminal right there that ties into your batteries. And then you've got this massive, enormous contraption right here that holds your air conditioning filter. In most cars, that would be kind of like in that corner, and there'd be a smaller filter. I'll show you the massive size of this thing here in a second. The other thing you're going to notice immediately is that there's no hood struts to hold this thing up because Mercedes didn't intend for you to be opening this hood on a regular basis. So how do you keep it open? Well, I just grabbed a wooden handle off of a mop, and I'll show you where to put it so you don't cause damage to your hood. That's where I put it, and I'll tell you why. That is one of the hood latches right there. Nice strong piece of steel. Down here at the bottom, you've got a little recess right there where it's not going to allow this thing to move or slip. Do not put it in this hole or this hole or this hole, because then the end of your wooden stick or whatever it's made of is going to push on the top side of the hood, and you're going to risk creating a dent going outwards in that spot because these are aluminum and they're soft. Don't do that. Put it on this piece of steel right here. Much safer, and you're not going to cause any damage. Let's get to the actual filter itself. How do you get to it? I'll show you where it is. You can actually see it. You see the filter element right there? All those little pleats. It's massive. It sits in underneath this cover right here, this entire stretch. It is absolutely enormous. It's very easy to get to. Don't pay the dealership to do this. They charge you a lot. I don't know why. It only takes a few seconds. I have no clue why they charge you so much. This is incredibly easy to replace. You'll want to use a flathead, and I'll show you why. Because these are in here really tight. The contraption itself, it's this hard plastic lid on top, and then around the edge, you've got this little flexible seal thing that kind of helps it seal. You see it bending? And stay weather tight so that it forces all the air through here and it's not sucking air in through the lid. In order to get the lid off, very easy. You've got these three tabs. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Grab the biggest flathead you have. Don't use a little one because you're just gonna end up causing damage. And I put it under here like that. And while I'm pressing this, I pop up on that. Let me show you. I'm gonna try to get this on video. Hopefully you guys have a good visual. So here we go. I'm gonna push this tab, and while I am, I'm gonna lift up right there, real gently. Then go to the next one, push the tab in, lift up real gently, push the tab in, lift up real gently. Now we got this one. There we go. Now the lid should open right up. If it doesn't open right up, don't force it because something's stuck. Just look around and see what's stuck. This guy right here, big O assembly, it's 2 filters, and that's what you want to take out and replace. And if you ever have trouble looking up the part numbers online, they are right here. There's the part number, there's the part number. Order the same thing and you'll be good to go. It's a really tight fit around the edges. If you try to grab it from the sides, it might be difficult. So there's 2 little slots right here, right here, right here, actually a third one right there. You stick your finger in there, pull the entire assembly up, and there you go. it's out. You can see it's dirty. There's like leaves and stuff in there. And then, I'm gonna put this aside. There's the second one. This guy, you're generally gonna see that it's really clean and you can reuse it. It's the big carbon filter. It's a second filtration layer, and it's got all the carbon impregnated into it, like you'll see in some of the nicer filters that are cabin filters. So that black color is not dirt. That's the carbon that's impregnated into the filter itself. I'm gonna grab my air compressor and blow this one out, and then this one we're gonna replace because it's obviously gross and dirty. Before you put your filters back in, the other thing you wanna do is grab a vacuum, get all these leaves and things out, and also underneath, vacuum all that out. Don't be a slob, stick clean filters back in there. Get it nice and clean, takes an extra 30 seconds. Nice and clean. No more junk down there. Ooh, there's a little tiny leaf hiding in that hole. Why? Why is there a hole there? Let me see if I can get it out. That's gonna drive me crazy. I'm guessing that's probably a drain hole in case water gets in here. I can't get at it with anything. I tried a tiny vacuum nozzle, I tried a pick, tried all kinds of stuff. Okay, you win, Mr. Leaf. It's gonna keep me up all night. There's our brand new OEM Mercedes filter. There's the old one, nice and clean. You wanna get the writing to face upwards, and there's gonna be this airflow arrow. This is the wrong way, we'll flip it around. Airflow needs to point toward the back of the car. So make sure you position it that way. There you go, you position them together like that. And gently put them in. If anything snags, take your time, don't force it. Make sure it is level with this plastic surface and it's not sticking up. And then you'll want to put this cover down. You might need to wiggle it to get it to go down. We're just gonna clip this thing back on. And go back one more time after you clip them on, because these clips are really junky in my opinion. And make sure they're actually engaged and holding things in place. There we go, all set. Do this about, I don't know, depending on how much you drive and what kind of weather or construction you're driving through, or if you're in a really dusty, deserty, sandy, beachy kind of area, you may want to change it more often or less often. In order to put everything back together, just do it in the reverse order. Close your trunk, or your hood, I should say. Make sure that little flap that was hanging down inside under the driver's foot, make sure to clip that back into place so you don't accidentally kick it and break it. And that's it. Hope you found this video helpful. If you like this sort of content, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. In the meantime, I love you guys. I will see you next time.